My girlfriend dumped me because I refused to pay her $500,000 mortgage, claiming she was a secret millionaire testing my love, but she had no idea I was actually the son of the richest man in the country, playing the exact same game. To understand the irony of this reunion, you have to go back 4 years. Clara demanded I take on massive debt for her, and when I refused, she revealed her wealthy identity, bought a mansion for another man, and cut me loose for failing her test. I walked away with a smile, knowing my own secret was worth billions. Fast forward to today at the National Wealth Summit. Clara, clinging to the arm of a man named Henry, spotted me in casual clothes holding my son and a set of Porsche keys. She immediately assumed I was a driver, sneering that I had crashed the event just to see her and claiming we were now in different worlds. She mocked me for failing her test, thanking me for pushing her toward Henry, and even ordered security to kick me out for being just anyone. The staff hesitated, sensing something off about my tailor-made simple clothes, but Clara doubled down. She laughed in my face when I claimed I was there for the summit, publicly humiliating me as a scholarship kid who let a golden opportunity slip away. She didn't realize that the name on the VIP list wasn't mine yet. It was my father's, and that while she was bragging about barely making the top 50, I was about to inherit the entire empire. I held my terrified son close as the crowd laughed in my face. But when I revealed that my father was the billionaire Jim Lawrence, my ex-girlfriend's fiancé, realized the child in my arms belonged to the most powerful woman on earth. To understand why this confrontation turned nuclear, you have to look at the history. Clara and I had dated for 4 years, both pretending to be poor until she dumped me for failing her final, impossible financial test. I walked away heartbroken, but wiser. Now, at the Wealth Summit, Clara's new fiancé Henry mocked me as a delusional chauffeur, claiming I was nothing but a name-dropper. He offered me a job babysitting their future children, unaware that I knew his dirty secret. His past excesses had left him infertile, and he was desperate for an heir to secure his place in Clara's family. When I hit back with that truth, Henry snapped. He ordered security to throw me out, but the sight of my son stopped him cold. He recognized the child, not as mine, but as the son of Rowena, the world's top investor, a woman whose wealth made everyone in that room look like paupers. Henry's greed instantly overpowered his anger. He assumed I had kidnapped the boy and lunged at me, trying to snatch my son to curry favor with Rowena. The room closed in, a mob hungry for a connection to power. My son clung to my neck, crying out that I was his dad, but Henry laughed it off, sneering that a nobody like me could never be married to a titan like Rowena. He demanded I hand over the child or go to jail, completely oblivious to the fact that Rowena was my wife, and the man he was threatening was the heir to the Lawrence empire. Henry held my crying son like a trophy, boasting to the crowd that he had saved the billionaire's child from a kidnapper, unaware that the man he was beating to a pulp was actually the boy's father and the billionaire's heir. To understand why I let this charade play out, you have to see the desperation in Henry's eyes. He thought he had hit the jackpot. He had exposed me as a fraud, stolen my son to curry favor with Rowena, and incited a mob to beat me senseless, all while Clara watched in confusion as I unraveled Henry's history of gold digging. I told her the truth. Henry targeted her for her money from day one, just like all his exes. While Clara hesitated, sending her assistant to investigate, Henry snapped. He punched me, ripped my son from my arms, and declared himself the hero who saved Rowena's child, promising introductions to anyone who helped teach me a lesson. The crowd, hungry for connection, descended on me. I took the punches, shielding myself, counting down the seconds. The event manager finally burst in, screaming for everyone to stop, his face pale with terror as he recognized me. Behind him walked my father, the real Jim Lawrence, and my wife, Rowena. Henry, oblivious to his impending doom, gleefully presented my sobbing son to Rowena, claiming he had rescued him from a kidnapper. He waited for praise, for a reward for his golden ticket. Instead, the room fell silent as Rowena rushed past him to me, and my father looked at the man holding his grandson hostage with a gaze that promised nothing but annihilation. Welcome to share your feelings in the comments section. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more story content, please check out the other videos on my channel.